So guys, if you're invested in altcoins right now, you need to be keeping up with the market, specific indicators, and also make sure you're not capitulating your bags right before alt season starts. Right now, we've been keeping up with indicators around Bitcoin dominance, USDT dominance to really determine where liquidity is shifting in the markets. And right now, we are on the verge of a huge rip up with the inauguration happening next week. And right now, I'm seeing a lot of people getting tired of how the price action has been taking place in the crypto markets, and they're getting ready to sell their bags, capitulate their bags right before the huge rip up. So today I want to talk about specific price action around these indicators, why you need to not be capitulating your bag right now, how it compares to previous cycles, and exactly why you should be super bullish right now. If you're new to my channel, go and check out the rest of my content. I'm an intermediate trader documenting my journey since the beginning of 2023, showing you guys my wins, my losses, keeping you guys updated on the day-to-day events as well as specific indicators and charts around Bitcoin and altcoins, and overall just how the crypto markets are working and liquidity. Right now, altcoins are starting to pump up. And right now we're pretty much on the verge of the inauguration, and a lot of people are saying that alt season is already about to begin. And I want to give you guys the news based off of exactly what's going on and why you need to not be capitulating your bag. Also, I became a YouTube partner today, so we're getting closer to get monetized. So I really appreciate all the support you guys are showing me. Drop me a comment, like, subscribe. But let's go ahead and jump into the charts, guys, and discuss why you need to not be capitulating your bags. So guys, we've been keeping up with the price action around Bitcoin dominance to really determine exactly where the liquidity is shifting, as well as USDT dominance and the total 2 chart to see how altcoins are reacting. And right now, guys, people are on the verge of capitulating their bags. A lot of people have already capitulated their bags, sold their bags, because they don't know what's going on. They've been waiting for so long and they're getting tired of this price action and sentiment. And I showed this chart from CryptoCon, and it pretty much compared the 2013 rip up, the 2017 and 2021, how we have a huge deviation in January usually. And this is something that is forecasted. And if you're keeping up with the day-to-day events like what I've been showing you guys, overall you're aware that these things are going to happen and liquidity shifts. Overall, we have been seeing a huge liquidity shift into USDT and Bitcoin, but right now altcoins are on the verge of a huge rip up. Ethereum had a huge pump up today as well. And right now everyone's talking about how alt season is going to be happening after Trump goes into office on the 20th, which is next Monday. When that happens, apparently we're going to have crypto orders already going in on day one, guys. Executive orders, all different kinds of stuff. And what I want to show you guys, if you're an altcoin investor and you're just like, I've been waiting for so long, I've already been waiting for 6 months, 7 months, yada yada yada. Guys, if we look back in the 2021 bull run, altcoins didn't actually start moving until the end of 2020, and then from there they didn't actually peak out until the end of 2021, moving into 2022. That's almost a full year, guys. A full year, guys. Almost a little bit more than a year. And right now, since I've been documenting my journey, we've been sitting at around probably like 8 to 9 months. So we're on the verge of that year whenever we see the huge rip up. And these are all timetables, guys, based off of how previous cycles works, how liquidity shifts based off of these huge assets, how exactly we see pumps and dumps whenever all these, assets start to actually rip, and exactly specific sentiment based off of news events and catalysts in the market like the inauguration. So this is why you need to be super bullish, guys. This is the calm before the storm. You should not be capitulating your bags. And if you're really worried, just subscribe to Playboy G, guys. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on the day-to-day events, let you guys know when I'm buying and when I'm selling. I've been dollar cost averaging throughout this week. I've been letting you guys know about that just because of the huge rip that has been taking place. A lot of coins have been deviating down, but now if you look at my portfolio right now, a lot of coins are up on the daily. Now everything is still down very significantly for the 7-day, which is why it's still good to potentially, dollar cost average. Could we still be seeing more deviations? It's always possible. I talked about it in a few other episodes. You can go watch those other episodes. This is why you need to keep up with the day-to-day events, because sentiment changes very, very frequently. But overall, altcoin investors are still super bullish. Right now, Ilo talked about exactly some huge key events that are going to be happening this week, and also that have already happened, which are pretty much going to point to the fact where the markets are going to be going, and also predictions. He says PPI cooler than expected, and the CPI is still the main event, but let's just manifest a similar print. The market will then have overpriced too few rate cuts from the Fed, and Trump arrives all gun blazing with crypto executive orders from day one and will want to pump all the markets. Q1 will be green and all bears will be completely and utterly wrecked. So this is just pretty much the sum up of sentiment from altcoin investors right now. They believe that once Trump goes into office, we're going to be having a huge rip up, which, you know, Trump talking about a Bitcoin strategic reserve, a lot of companies already, you know, allocating to that, a lot of people stepping in. We have other countries stepping up, wanting to do the same because they want to be a leader in that industry, and the US is wanting to be the leader in that industry as well with AI. So a lot of people are talking about how altcoins are about to rip up, and with the price action that we've seen in previous cycles, guys, we do see huge rips up based off of the price action in January moving into February and the remainder of Q1. So this is why a lot of people are super bullish. And swiping everything to the side, alt season, guys, is going to happen. Whether it happens in the next few weeks or month or in the next 2 to 3 months, it's going to happen. And this is why you should not be capitulating your bags. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice by any means, but I have made some crazy gains when people have told me to sell. I have made some crazy gains whenever people told me to reallocate, to do this, to do that. And I have also missed out on gains from not selling at specific points. But overall, I have not missed out on anything from holding my bags. If anything, it has saved me a lot because we dip down and then all of a sudden we see huge rips whenever the liquidity shifts properly in the markets. And this is why keeping up with the day-to-day events and these specific indicators around Bitcoin and altcoins, USDT, the Ethereum and Bitcoin chart, global liquidity, and multiple other indicators is really going to let you know where we're going. And I share all those on this YouTube channel. Mainly, we've been talking about Bitcoin dominance and USDT dominance because those indicators were pointing to the fact that we were going to see a squeeze, which I predicted right at the beginning of January. But moving into the inauguration and the remainder of Q1, more than likely, this is going to be a super bullish time, which is why you should not be capitulating your bags. But overall, guys, that is what's currently going on. I want to run back through everything again and give you a quick synopsis and let you guys know exactly what I am doing. So overall, guys, price action around Bitcoin sitting at 96,000. It did have a nice rip up, as well as Ethereum, which I don't have up right here, but Ethereum saw a huge rip up, which also caused our altcoins to see a nice huge rip up as well. Bitcoin dominance and USDT dominance are the indicators we've been really focusing on, because when these assets start to rip up, altcoins get squeezed. That is what you can see in the total 2 chart right here on the daily. You can see that we're actually going a little bit wicking green, and it's just because we're seeing a little bit of relief in the market moving into next week with the inauguration. The sentiment around the markets is super bullish in terms of altcoin investors. CryptoCon talked about how previous cycles, guys, I've shared this already like on 2 or 3 episodes on my YouTube channel, which is why you need to subscribe and like and everything else. But overall, I'm giving you guys this to give you a broad perspective, to give you a little bit of relief, to show you that this has happened in other cycles and it's just replaying, guys, and we just have to play it out. More than likely, alt season is going to be beginning momentarily, but we have to be willing to wait for that period, and sitting on your hands for a little bit wouldn't hurt you at all. ILO has the perspective of, you know, most altcoin investors keeping up with specific events like the PPI that came out and the CPI, which is still the main events, which is coming out later in the week. But overall, he's talking about how the markets are priced to few rate cuts from the Fed, and when Trump arrives, we're going to be gun blazing with crypto executive orders from day one. We'll want to pump all the markets, and everyone that is a bear is going to get wrecked. And, you know, altcoins right now, guys, are still significantly down for the 7-day, which is why you can start positioning yourself. But this is where you need to start coming to your own sentiment. Swiping everything to the side, guys, I give you guys these day-to-day episodes to give you guys a little bit of hope, to give you guys some understanding on what's going on in the markets, and to give you guys a little bit of a navigation tool in terms of what's going on in terms of the liquidity, moving into Bitcoin, altcoins, and the sentiment around the markets. There's a lot of fluff information out there right now, which is why I wanted to keep this quick and concise, give you guys the basic information on what has happened in previous cycles, the actual price action in the altcoin market that we saw in the last bull cycle and how it took about a year, and we're currently in that duration about to hit it. And I don't want you to be capitulating your bags right before alt season starts. But this is not financial advice by any means. I'm not a financial advisor. I've made some crazy gains. I'll show you my portfolio really quick. Also, I'm a YouTube partner. Also, like, comment, subscribe. I also have super chats and all that stuff. But yeah, anyways, I, guys, have been documenting my journey and learning throughout this whole process, and I plan to see altcoin season, and I hope you do too. Understand that this is all a process. We have to be able to stick it out, and the ones that are the strongest, the ones that are going to be able to hold out the strongest and believe in their projects and invest in actual real companies are going to be the ones that come out on top. But overall, guys, if you're new to my channel, go and check out the rest of my content. Intermediate trader, documenting my journey, showing you guys my wins, my losses, keeping you guys updated on the day-to-day events around Bitcoin, altcoins, specific sentiment in the markets, as well as specific altcoins that you need to be focusing on. Mainly right now, guys, AI agents, AI infrastructure. You're aware of all that. Meme coins kind of on the back burner. But right now, guys, I really wanted to give you a perspective on what's going on for altcoin investors and what you need to be doing. Don't capitulate your bags. Be ready for the huge rip up. This weekend, I'm going to be giving a timeline in terms of how I think the bull market is going to be playing out in 2025, specific sectors and coins that I am focusing on, and exactly how you need to be navigating the space and keeping up with specific things. But overall, new to the channel, drop me a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of my content. Just got the first step of being monetized, so that is super, super dope. I really appreciate all the support you guys show me on the channel. If you want to show me more support, you can check out those other things. But other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Merch and everything is going to be coming soon. But yeah, I'm just getting started, so we're just getting the ball rolling. Keep up with the markets. Stay tuned. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.